Hello everyone, welcome back to mttech.live. In today's video, we'll learn how to share a folder. So basically, folder sharing in Windows Server 2025 allows files and folders stored on a server to be accessed by users or computers over a network. It's commonly used in business environments to centralize data storage, manage access, and improve collaboration. Shared folders can be accessed through File Explorer, map network drives, group policy deployment, scripts, or login automation. So before creating a folder, let's see what is the status of our users. By coming to the Active Directory users and computers, and I've already created some users. Uh, so here I have the employee organizational unit. Inside this employee organizational unit, I have two users, Bob, Ken, and Rosemary. And these two employees are part of this group, Human Resource Department. So it's part of the Human Resource Department. And now let's create a folder in Drive D. So here's my Drive D, and I want to create a folder here under the name of users. And I want to share this folder. Then I come to share, then advanced share, then share this folder. And I want to give permission to the specific users or to a specific group. So inside of our group here, these two users are added, Bob, Ken, and Rosemary. So for the purpose of this example, let's check the properties of human resource. It has here two members, Bob, Ken, and Rosemary. So we can add permission individually or we can add permission to a group. And I will show you both of them. So we'll come back to the folder here. And here is the permissions for users. So here it's permitted for everyone. That's what we don't want. Everyone shouldn't be permitted to access this folder. So I will remove this everyone group and I'll add new users. So as I told you, you can add your users individually, such as I write here Bob. So here is Bob. Okay, Bob is added. And I can use as well the rows. And I added two users. And you can add as well a group which has these two users. So I'll remove these users back and I will add my group. So my group was human resource. Here it's found. And I have to give permissions for this organizational unit, human resource. Now it's only read. The users can only read the file. They cannot add a file. They cannot manipulate a file. So let's check this option as well in apply, in OK. Then apply, then OK. And let's see the sharing. Now the sharing is only between these two users. And I will leave it like this and I will show you the effect. Why do we have to share this folder? Why do we have to click this button to share this folder? So for now, I will leave it intact. And now I will log on with one of my user. So here is my Windows 10 machine and I will log on with one of the users credential as I created already. Let's log on with Rose at mttech.live. Then here is the password for rows empty tech.live. So that's not a big deal. Let's solve this problem. It needs remote desktop. So I will log on with my administrator credentials. And here, system. So remote desktop. So in here, I will add my group or my two users. So my group name is human resource. Here I have to enter the credentials of my domain. In order to give permission to this computer to add this group into remote desktop here. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. So now, okay, then okay. Close and let's log in with the credentials of rows. Other users and rows at emptytech.live. And here's the password for rows. So here is our user logged in. So let's open run and let's open our empty tech. So where can we find this address? Right in properties of the folder empty tech, and the name of our shared folder was users. So here the folder is open. Now let's create a file here and let's write this file as rows, and let's create a bitmap here. Okay. Now let's come back to the server, file server, and let's see the status of the shared folder. So here Rose has already created a folder and here is her file. And let's go back to the properties of this shared folder and let's see the sharing. So now the sharing is here only to the administrator and administrators. And let's add as well the two users, and we will add their group. And here is only the read permission. So we will leave it as read. and we will share it. And done. Close. So we will go back to Rose PC and let's delete this file. And Rose is not allowed to delete this file because there we shared the folder, but we have given only the read permission. So that is the benefit of sharing. And let's go back to the folder sharing and from the sharing. So let's give the human resource department not only read but also write and share and done. Close. Now let's see this time. Can Rose delete the file? Yes. So that was the benefit of the sharing. And you can access this shared folder through the IP address of the server as well, like 192.168.1.10. So here we access the shared folder. If you want to map this folder as a drive, just right click on a folder on shared folder and map network drive. And let's give the volume of the drive as U and finish. So let's check our PC. Here we have a shared drive. And here is the folder of Rose. And she can as well create another file. And this is my file. Save. Okay. Now let's log in with another user. Another username is Bob. So let's log in with Bob credentials. His last name is Kane at mttech.live. Let's check if everything is correct. Count. So his name is Kane here. And so here Bob logs in. Let's here is the shared folder and Bob can create himself a folder as well and he can add his files. So this was all about sharing a folder, but here is a problem. When Bob logs in, he sees the folder of Rose. When Rose logs in, she sees the folder of Bob. So we have to apply a procedure that any of these users logs in could not see each other's folders. So how? It's easy. So let's go back to the server. And this time we will delete this folder. So let's create in file server in drive D another folder. In this time we will share this folder. Let's name it as dev, and let's go to the properties, sharing, then advanced sharing, then share this folder. Beside Dave, we sign a dollar. This dollar sign means if Bob logs in, Bob shouldn't see Rose folder. If Rose logs in, she shouldn't see Bob's folder. So we apply and we OK. Then close. Then we will check the security in advance. So here the administrator should be in full control, system full control, authenticated users of this domain controller modify. So it means they we will give them permission to delete the file, their own files, actually their own files, not someone else's file, but only their own files. And everything seems okay, then okay, then okay. Then we go back to the Active Directory users and computers, and let's open Rose properties, and under the profile we have here a word, it says connect. So we sign a volume for connect such as G. So here we will add the shared link of our folder. So let's check what is the shared link of our folder in drive D. Properties, sharing. So this is the network path of our shared folder or shared link. So we will copy this in here. So we will paste it. Then we'll use another backslash, then percentage sign, and we will write here username and percentage. The percentage means any users log in to their machines will have a separate folder created in the shared folder. So apply, OK, and OK. So we should do one more changes here. We will come to the properties of the folder, then sharing, then advanced share, and permission. And here we have to give full permission, full control, and full permission to everyone. This doesn't mean that everyone has this permission. It means those users which are assigned to their profiles the shared link address of this folder could be able to access the shared folder with a shared folder under their names. Then close. So that was Rose. Let's check again the profile of Rose. So here it's G Drive and everything is okay. And don't be confused, while here I have entered percentage, then username, then percentage, but the computer changed it to rows. So you have to do it as well. Only enter percentage, then the username and percentage. Then okay. And let's log in with the credentials of Rose. Rose at mttech.live and password for Rose is in here. The folder has been shared with the drive under the letter of U, and here is the name of the user, Rose. Now everyone has their own folder. So let's create a folder. Let's create a file here. Let's write it Rose. And let's go back to the server to see if a folder has already been created in the shared folder. So let's refresh. And here is a folder for this user. And here is the file of Rose. Now let's apply the same rule to another user as well, to Bob. Properties, then profile, and connect. Then let's give the link, shared link of the folder, then backslash, then let's have percentage, then username, then percentage. Don't forget not to give the name of the user, only percentage, username, and percentage. So apply and okay. And let's log in with the credentials of Bob. And let's open the PC. So why the shared folder doesn't seem here? So let's go back to the file server and let's see what is the problem with the profile of Bob. The shared link is okay. Here is the name. So here is the volume. For rows, we have assigned U, and we should assign U as well for Kane. Yes. Okay. So let's go back to our client's machine and let's log off and log in. So here we have the shared folder for Kane as well. Here his name is Kane and this is the shared link of the folder, and let's add a file here, like a bitmap. Let's write Bob. Let's add another file here, folder. Let's write personal Bob. So let's go back to the file server. If the file server has already created a folder for Bob. Wonderful. Here is for Kane, who is Bob, and here is Rose. So everyone has their own folder, and there will be a privacy as well that Rose would not be able to see the files and materials of Kane, and Kane is not able to see the materials of Rose. If you have any questions or ran into any problem, feel free to write them in the comment section below. I'm always happy to help. If this video helped you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this and hit the like button to support the content. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to keep creating more helpful videos for you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.